continues in all of the NFL, resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tennessee Titans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Levis going to the air right away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Meanwhile, Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Levis on third down. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Throwing on first down, Williams. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
More of the man in motion. Here's Williams throwing on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Levis now off of play action. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to run again here with Pollard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Levis back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Williams. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
18
Looking to throw. Williams. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around. There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Taylor Pollard, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 7-7, our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He stiff arms him. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing now, Bajan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Rudolph. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Rudolph. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Here's Rudolph. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Rudolph throwing again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 21 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after here coming up. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this, or we'll have to wait and see.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jones now in motion left.
This pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now Bajan to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
On 1st down, Bajan. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing here, Bajan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw, Bajan. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Levante David. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Able to shake him off.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On 3rd down, here's Spears.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one.
On the return is Scott.
A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Play action. Now Bajan.
And it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Scott. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Bajan.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Johnson running right. Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Now the point after try for Santos. and it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. That's complete. It's Josh Riley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. DeMarcus Walker able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Rudolph looking to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he's going to go down again. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Bajan.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Bajan.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson.
Down to about the 32.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Bajan. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Scott from a yard out. And the Bears have taken a fourth quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a 1st down.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another strong gain on the last 2
plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Rudolph looking to throw. That's to the tight end, Wiley.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's third down.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Levante David, his second sack of the night.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. They'll run here with Haskins.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Hassan Haskins
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Rudolph. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So now the Bears down 24-21. A minute 52 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Pushes past him, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
On 2nd down, Johnson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Ford now to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Rudolph. Throw here taken in by Riley, the tight end. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after.
This ball intercepted. He may go. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Nashville, good night, everybody.